Spanish Fellowship is going to be moving to another church located in Longwood, but it's on this side of Longwood. It's San Lando Spring Baptist Church. And I think either today or next week will be the last week that they will be worshiping here. Well, in fact, next week they will not be worshiping here because New Life, see, look at the next one. Next week, we'll have a joint service with the New Life Church that is purchasing this building and also the property that we have here. Now, I need to make this very clear. We're going to be worshiping together next week, okay? But they are going to continue worshiping after 12 o'clock. But you are welcome to leave at that time or stay and have another hour of worship and singing and so forth. But the members here and those visiting that would like to go on after the hour and 15-minute service, you'll be given opportunity to do that. But keep that in mind. It's not an obligatory situation there, okay? Now, please look where it says Mother's Day service. We didn't know exactly how we were going to do this, but the transition team thought that since they had already invited us to come out there, that if we make it perfectly clear to everybody here that we're going to be worshiping out there on Mother's Day, they are not going to be providing the meal which had been planned for the 14th. We are going to do that the following week on the 21st, okay? And there will be no Sunday school either here or out, because that was considered as well. Sunday school here and then drive out there. It's just too much confusion. So we will be worshiping them. Their service starts at 11 o'clock. But for those of you amongst us that love donuts and coffee, they will be serving donuts and coffee at 10:30. So we can actually join in there, and that will be out there at Beulah. Now that is in 2 weeks. Next week we'll be right here. Okay, be right here. Okay, now please look at the next week, because we want to make sure that everybody understands. Then we have been invited to come, everybody has been invited to come and worship at Beulah Baptist Church, and we will follow it with a meal that they're going to provide for us immediately after their worship service. And I don't know if their worship service goes to an hour and 15 minutes or not. Okay? But that afternoon, on the 21st, we will have a called business meeting and discussion time at 5 o'clock here in the fellowship hall. Okay? Please be available. Please come if you possibly can, because we're going to be continuing to discuss the possible move out there and the possibilities of moving elsewhere at that time. Please remember these things, okay? And of course, they'll be reiterated next week. Hopefully, everybody will get the message and show up where they're supposed to for the next couple of weeks. Please pull out your little insert here on the map. The map makes no sense unless you turn it sideways. Please turn it sideways with the arrows headed up. Okay? This is the directions on how to get to Beulah. It seems like it might be confusing unless you turn it this way. You're heading west on Highway 50. You go to the outskirts of Winter Garden. You turn left on Beulah Road. You go to the end of that road, and you have to turn left or right. You take a quick right, then you turn an immediate left, the very next block. Then you go down to the end of that street, and then you angle to the right, and the church, you cannot miss it. Okay? So we wanted to insert this, so if you want to take that home and refresh your memory there.